Hey guys, welcome to Zest to Learn. Did you know that Sanskrit is not just an ancient language? It's perfectly engineered system of acoustics, that is the sounds. Every single sound is arranged according to how your tongue, teeth and throat physically interact with air. Today we are cracking the ultimate code of the Sanskrit alphabet, the Varnamala. Whether you are preparing for school exams or practicing mantra meditations, this is the easiest pattern guide you will ever watch. So, the level 1 is the independent ways, which is called as in swara. So, the Sanskrit letters are split into two major categories. First, upper vowels called as in swara. Think of these like a raw sounds, raw acoustic waves. They don't require your tongue or lips to slam shut to make a sound. They are split into two groups on a ticking clock. So, the Sanskrit alphabet begins with swara, the independent vowels that flow freely without obstructions in the vocal tract. These are the foundational acoustic waves of the language. The two types are Harasva, that is the short vowels, and the Dirga, that is the long vowels. So, the short vowels are A, E, U, Kru, Luru, and Dirga is A, E, U, Kru. So, it takes exactly the double time of the short vowels. So, the letters Kru and Ru are unique to classical Sanskrit phonetics and do not exist in the modern Hindi scripts. Let's move on to the level 2. The level 2 is the sonic vowel fusions, that is the Sandhyakshara and nasals. So, next up is the Sandhya Akshara. So, these are the dynamic compound vowels formed when two distinct sounds fuse together through sonic chemistry. Because they are always combinations, they are permanently classified as the long vowels, Sandhya Akshara. So it's a two distinct independent vowels joined together to form a new complex sound wave. Because they are formed by combining two separate elements, they carry more acoustic weight. A plus E forms A plus A forms I, A plus U forms O. A plus O forms OU. So the key call out is Sandhya Akshara letters are permanently classified as long vowels. They also always require the two beats of pronunciation time. So the pronunciation time is longer only. So next is the level 3. What is it? It is a dependent sounds, that is the Vyanjanas. So Vyanjanas are called as in consonants. So vowels are there are two things, vowels and consonants. The vowels are called as in swara. In swara there are two types, dirgha and harasva, and there is a third one called as in sandhya akshara. Rasva is the short vowels, Dirga is the long vowels, Sandhya Akshara is the compound vowels formed with the two distinct sounds fused together. Now we move to the level 3, that is the consonants, that is the Vyanjana. So now let's crack the code of the Vyanjana. Unlike vowels, the consonants are dependent. They cannot be spoken aloud cleanly without riding on a vowel wave. Typically, a short sound a, if you see a tiny slant line beneath a letter like this ka, ik, it is called as an halant. So, halant means below ka there is a small line, right? That is called as an halant, meaning it's a pure consonant with zero vowel air. So, a consonant must ride on a vowel sound swara to be fully vocalized and hear clearly. So, what is pure consonant? That has an halant concept. Halant means a line below the original word. The halant stroke indicates the sound is abruptly stopped. Ik, created by obstructing the vocal tract, cannot be sustained, possesses zero vowel weight, merely a silent mouth position. So how it will be in a spoken consonant? It will be fusion of ik plus a, that will be ka. So pure consonant fuses with the short a vowel engine. The vowel provides the power to move the mouth position into sound, creates a pronounceable syllable that can be heard clearly. So it's in the same way. Like Sanskrit organizes its primary consonants into five different physical zones based on their tongue heads. Without a vowel engine, the consonant is merely a silent mouth position. So they are mapping it to five mouth sound zones. What they are mapping? They are mapping consonants, that is vyanjanas, into five different sounds. So Varga system categorizes consonants by where the tongue strikes the roof of the mouth, moving from the throat to lips. If it touches the throat, it is called as an kavarga. That is ka, kha, ga, ga, nya. These all touches the throat. Correct. Ka, kha, ga, ga, nya. Then it's a next is a hard palate. That is a cha, 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 ja, jha. Yeah. Next is the roof. It touches the roof. That is for the ta varga. The ta letters. Tha, tha, dha, dha, na. Next is which touches the teeth. Ta, tha, dha, dha, na. Next it touches the lips. That is for the pa, fa, bha, bha, ma. So it organizes the primary consonants into five different physical zones based on where your tongue hits. If the tongue hits the throat, all the k line will come. If the tongue hits a hard palate, it comes the cha varga. If it touches the root of the roof of the mouth, it is the ta varga. If it touches the teeth, it is the tha varga. If it touches the lips, it's the pa varga. Okay, let's move on to the specialized sound mechanics. Beyond the rigid 5 cross 5, Sanskrit utilizes specialized phonetics mechanics for fluid speech and breath control. But wait, what about the remaining letters? The Sanskrit splits them into the specialized acoustic mechanics. The first one is Antastha, that is the transition elements. These are the semi-vowels that acts as a liquid transition between the hard consonants and the open vowels. What are they? Ya, ra, la, va. They act as a midway transition point between vowel and consonants. Next is the Ushma. Ushma means friction or hot sounds. Sh, sh, sa, ha. Try breathing out fast while saying them. Notice how warm the air feels. That's why they are called as named as an ushma. That means the warmth. Sh, sh, sa, ha. Next, let's move on to the level 4, the compound letter fusions. So, occurs when two pure consonants merge without a vowel in between them. So, typographically, Sanskrit stacks these consonants into unique, beautiful glimpse. It's called as an Sanyukta Vyanjanan. So, for example, Kaksha, Kaksh, Ksha, Ksha. How it forms? It is the ik plus ish plus a. So, all together form Ksha. How tra is formed? It plus ir plus a. It's a tra. How gya is formed? It's ja, ij plus ing plus a. Nya. So, stacking consonants transforms individual sound into completely unique typographic glyphs. So let's master the Varna Vyogya. So Varna Vyogya is the ultimate test of phonetic mastery. The deconstruction of words into fundamental acoustic verbs. Ramaha. How we will split this? Ir plus a plus im plus a plus aha. So these all together forms Ramaha. How it will be for Vidya? Vidya means va plus e plus id plus e plus a. So always use halent lines for pure consonants. If a consonant does not have a halent, you have hidden a vowel inside. So once you understand that, the Sanskrit alphabet is simply a physical grid map for sound waves, reading, writing, speaking, it becomes effortless. If this pattern based breakdown finally made it click for you, hit that like button, check out the pinned comment below for a clean one page printable cheat sheet of the sound matrix to ace your next class. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know which grammar pattern you want next me for me to decode. See you in next video. Namaste.